answers. Life's about those second chances. First should bring us to our senses. But change is hard when you're putting your walls, between us. And chances are it'll tear us apart. Hold on for us.
What's up, boys?
How's it going?
Good, man. How about you?
I'm good. I felt like shit all day, but I'm good.
And Eric, you're in the fucking car?
Yes.
That is awesome. I mean, do you drive around with it or?
No.
He's a fucking
Pussy.
liar. Yes, he does.
So what's
two,
going on,
Joey.
dude? How you been?
Man, just living the dream, man. Just hanging out with the kids and
Aren't we all?
freaking built this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I saw the pictures and everything and the progress.
Yeah,
That's
it was
That's the fucking dream.
yeah, it was funny too because it got to a point where I've always had my recording stuff all set up in the basement and everything. I'm the singer of most of my projects. So when I want to sing, kids are in bed, but the studio setup is right underneath all of their bedrooms. It's like, all right, I need a space. So just before COVID, she was like, yeah, go ahead, make it. And then once COVID hit, she's like, okay, well, you may not have a job. And I was like, yeah, that'd probably be a bad investment. And the second I kind of found out that like, hey, you're going to be okay, I was like, okay, dropped a ton of money and just bought all the shit. And then, just on the weekends, I wound up just building my little studio, my little practice space. It gets really hot. The SBI, the sweaty ball index, when four dudes are in here, though, is just, it's off the charts.
Yeah.
Off the charts. So
I remember
I'm
that
working
when,
on an AC condition.
when we had the shed at Flo's house.
Yeah.
That was
feel like
ridiculous.
There's no efficiency when it comes to air conditioning when you have that many men just sweating balls everywhere.
Yeah.
That's what it
Yeah.
is.
I mean, I'm working on it. I there's like a bunch of options. So it's really small. Like it's literally a 215 or 20 foot space, square foot space. So
Oh, that's like, shit. We had a space like that in the garage over at fucking Bill's house. Where we put up a wall in like a 1-car garage. We put a wall up in like a quarter of it and jammed. It probably was half the size of that. So
Dude,
Yeah.
that was a
we
2-car
actually
garage.
the only spot we had to put an AC was in the door. So we literally cut a hole in the door and shoved the wall AC inside the door.
that's actually not a terrible idea. I'm looking at my door right now and I'm like,
It totally worked. It was better than what it was. I don't want to say it worked, but yeah, it will work.
The only time we ever turned it off was when we were recording. And then as soon as we were like hit stop, that AC would go right back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have a portable here. It's less than efficient and it's quite a few years old. So now it's blowing lukewarm air, I'm gonna say. So I got a bunch of fans around me right now and just making do with that.
One step at a time.
We actually opened up a little bit listening to your solo stuff.
My solo stuff, the Me My Own Self stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
Cool.
and it's not only is it good, but it's funny because the song he chose, he better show up with a fucking championship belt in his hand when he comes on screen because
Oh shoot, I got him. My son's sleeping, but I could probably wrestle it away from him while he's half sleeping. My wife and we just started a podcast too, so it was one of those things for us.
Nice.
I was like, hey, you've got a lot of good ideas, so why don't you just host a podcast? And she's like, well, I don't know any of the technical stuff. I was like, okay, well, I do.
Yeah, you do.
And then I wound up having to be the host for a little while because of a fucking pandemic. And so we've been doing that for about 12-13 weeks now. It's you know what, dude, it's all about like and I like our podcast that we had wasn't my first one that I was a part of. I was a part of another radio show in the past, but it's all about getting a rhythm down and making sure your guests don't suck. And if they do suck, being able to like kind of give each other the nod and then like totally fuck with them. So this and like make it where it's incognito where they don't know, but yeah.
I mean, so far everybody that's been on here are people that we haven't seen in years.
Yeah.
You know?
I saw that.
So reconnecting and everything with Mark, Jeff, one of our friends when Tony and I had all the above.
Okay.
And then Joey. I haven't seen Joey in forever.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, Joey's always a wealth of stories. For sure. Like at the very least, he's always a wealth of stories. But yeah, it's so funny too because like I was thinking about it. I'm like, okay, so Mark was actually in a band with my current drummer, AJ, which you guys know because AJ was in Product of the 80s.
Yes.
Way back when. So after I left the band FFR that I was in with AJ and our buddy Dan at the time, they had a show booked, and the second guitar player dropped out like 2 weeks before, and they came to me and they're like, "Hey, listen, could you do it?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I filled in, and then like 2 weeks later was a Deftones show at Jones Beach. And we were all there hanging out, and it just so happened that I was also recording the band at the time and putting a demo together for them. And we were tailgating outside, and a bunch of the East Meadow crew were like hanging out there, and Mark was one of them. And they were, you know, just kind of belly aching. Oh, we need another guitar player who's going to be permanent, this and that. And I was like, okay, fine, hold on. I took the recording CD and I grabbed Mark. I'm like, hey, come to my car. You play guitar and you want to be in a band, so like let's go. And I don't know if you guys know Raul.
Isn't that how Flo recruited Mark?
Yeah.
Didn't they go like the dairy, like he pulled him into the Dairy Barn shed and played our demo or something like that?
That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
I pulled him into my car. We drank a couple beers, and I said, all right, Dan, AJ, Mark, exchange numbers. You're gonna play guitar in the band, and they wound up playing together for a while. I think a couple of them are still together, but yeah, Mark was playing with that band for a little while, and then Joey is, you know, he's like day one-ish right there. He's like 10th grade, giant Marilyn Manson shirt, braces. Those were the days. That's when he was a real hunk.
Black nail polish.
Yep. Yeah. So, and now he's like the vape pioneer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm super happy for him. I
vape his stuff exclusively now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I know he was having like a hard time with with all the laws and whatnot being in New York, but he's doing a good job.
He's fighting it.
Yeah.
And he loves what he does.
Yeah. Yeah. He's super passionate about it.
So I have family in Florida. One of my brothers, he saw that we knew him and was like, he got like all fangirl. Oh my God, you know, the owner of Prohibition. I was like, hey, dude, do you not remember like back in the day I went to school with him? Like we hung out.
Yeah.
Did you not put them together? Oh my God.
That's too funny. So yeah, he's the Prohibition juice dude now.
Yeah.
He's Joey Nunn to me, always and forever.
Oh, he's always going to be the Pits to me, but I'm the other half.
And also Joey Super Bass.
Yeah, Joey Super. Oh wow, I forgot that one.
He was Joey Super Bass and then he went back to Joey Nunn.
Yeah, remember his old Warwick bass? Was that not the ugliest fucking bass ever?
Wasn't like black with like a white?
No, it was like yellow or some shit. Oh, it was ugly.
Was it yellow with a black thing going through it, or was it like black?
Yeah,
like
I think
yellow...
I think it might have been something like that. But yeah,
I remember a stripe. There was some kind of stripe on one of his bases.
Yeah,
and it was ugly.
He loved that thing, man.
Oh,
that and his old Zoom pedal. Now he's got
like. I love for the Zoom pedal, but I don't remember the bass. But I've had a lot of brain farts lately.
Yeah, that's getting old, bro.
Yeah,
we're all getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well,
but I remember Flo's Warwick bass when he got it. Holy shit! That like when you said that in my head, I was like, I don't remember that one, but I remember the obsession Flo had with his. I think he got it off of like Joey's recommendation. It was a wood grain. It was gorgeous.
It was a Warwick. Warwick. Yeah, Warwick's. No. I'm sorry. I wasn't. No, his BC Rich. Joey had a BC Rich.
Okay.
That was like big, ugly, and yellow.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Actually, my current bass player, he's got 2 Warwicks. He just got one last week, and he's just totally in love with it. He's I'm sure he does weird things with it as well.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Whatever.
Hey. I know a lot of people have done some weird things on my drums, so
yeah,
I get it. You know,
Moby Dick playing drums for real.
Absolutely. Cheers to that.
Yeah. Oh, so what are you drinking?
This is actually fucking some weird like box. It's not box wine. It's some like box drink that was at the gas station. That's supposed to be like low calorie. I don't know what the fuck's it called. Beatbox. It's called Beatbox.
Beatbox.
Yeah.
I gotta check
that out.
Yeah,
I'm not normally like a gas station drink guy because I don't really drink beer, so there's really not much there for me. But I didn't have any liquor today, and I was not driving to the ABC store because I didn't fucking feel like it.
Yeah.
And it said it was 11% alcohol, and it was apparently featured on Shark Tank. So I was like, well, fuck it.
And it comes in a box. You can't beat if it comes in a box.
It comes in a little box.
That's class personified.
I figured and honestly, it's really good. I'm not even trying to plug Beatbox here, but
I wonder. No, you know what you need to do? You got to get ground level. You starting at ground level. They're starting at ground level. Grow together, man. True. Have them sponsor the show.
Beatbox, by the way, bringing people together.
It's funny. Any product that we're using, we just start throwing them up to the camera.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, dude, you almost just made me
Poland Spring.
Chill out.
So yeah. I mean, when I saw you guys doing with Joey and stuff. There it is, the prohibition juice.
Every single episode, it's gotten brought up. So I promote his shit all the time.
Yeah, and he needs it, man. He's got his little family up in the Huntington Hills, and yeah, man, he's
because it's cool. Real cheap living in Huntington.
Yeah. That's
said nobody ever.
Yeah. Well, Long Island.
I mean, all right, but still, once you hit that Huntington-Dixon kind of cross member, I'm
still living in a basement.
You're hitting thresholds that I would never dream of personally.
Yeah. But you're down in it's funny. You're in South Carolina.
No, well, I'm like right at the border of South Carolina.
Okay.
So I'm really like a little bit south of Charlotte. I could literally drive 4 miles up the road and hit the South Carolina border into Lancaster.
Right.
Or Fort Mill, Lancaster kind of.
Yeah. So my parents and my sister actually moved down right in that area. They live in Fort Mill. What's it? Indian Land? My parents
Indian Land. Yeah. Literally, like, I could throw a rock at Indian Land from the old store I worked at. But, yeah, it's actually funny you mentioned that. When I heard about that, I think we ended up, like, reconnecting again.
Yeah.
At online.
Yeah. And actually, I think my sister knows your wife.
Yeah, that's how it all came down. She was like, you know a guy named Mike Wahmann? And I was like, yeah, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, well, I think his sister lives nearby. And I was like, maybe we'll all hang out one day. I don't know. And
yeah. Hey, man, my parents live right by the Goat. Do you know the Goat?
The Goat?
Yeah, it's a bar in Indian Land.
I don't. I'm actually not a bar guy. Ironically, like, as a musician, I'm not a bar guy, so.
Yeah, it's a nice little place. I spent a couple of evenings there.
I mean, I would definitely check it out. Just because
it's pretty good.
I like new places, but
too many bars. We mostly played venues.
Well, when we were playing together, we were all under 21.
Yeah, true. Couldn't even play at the bars.
So we had shit. I'm going to bring this one up. Sky Blue Cafe. You guys remember that one?
Yeah, the fucking place that didn't even serve alcohol.
All right, so let me
I remember that one because it was a really hard fucking time booking that place.
2 days ago, just to prep Tony, the only thing that I sent him was just a list of like names of things. So like bands that you've been in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
with my brain farts, that's why I have
just
my phone
venues that we played.
Look down
and Sky Blue.
Sky Blue Cafe, yeah, man.
Yep.
That
Sky Blue.
We used to play there, like shit. We used to play there every week or every other week.
No, a couple times a week. 12-inch Vic was there.
Yeah, and
I think
when they were doing the like, oh, we'll do Wednesdays and Thursday nights, and we were just like, yeah, fuck it, let's just throw it down there.
So ironically, Eric,
Well, they were using my
Mike,
PA.
I don't know if you know my brother Frank at all, but me and Frank went there originally. Frank had this brilliant fucking idea to talk to the owners and try to convince them to let us play there. And he was like, oh, I don't know if I want rowdy bands coming in here. You know, we're clean here. We serve Monster Red Bulls. That was
they had Red Bulls. That was as hard as it got over there.
Cupcakes or whatever, you know.
Yeah, that's right. They had that little cupcake stand.
Yep, I remember that.
We don't need any of that. And we're like, no, I swear to God, it won't be like that. And like, we went back like 5 times. Eventually, they let us in. And then after like the one time, they made so much money, they just invited anyone we recommended back. Like, whatever. Yeah. Have them. Yeah, take it in.
Yeah, we used to have a lot of good times.
There were a lot of shows there.
One thing that crossed my mind about, because you guys you had Joey and then you got the Sky Blue connection was, remember when Ches was so embarrassed to be in a band with him and Anthony that he wore a fucking mask?
Oh, you're talking about holy shit. Nope. You're not gonna fucking have to remind me.
No Explanation.
Was that what it was
the name of the band?
Yes.
And Ches wore a fucking mask, and he sang for them.
Okay, yeah,
with
you're
that
right.
black mask on.
100%.
Yeah. By the way, here we are 15 years later talking about it. Now that we're gonna blow people's minds as they watch it. They're, oh my God, it was him.
Oh, right. Nobody knew to this day.
No, everybody fucking knew.
Yeah.
He was like trying to play it off like nobody knew. Everybody fucking knew.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was indistinguishable. Blah, blah. Yeah, so these things are actually pretty good, pretty effective.
What does it taste like?
Say the word indistinguishable voice. I said it. There you go.
How's your crazy Kakalaka drink taste? I'm gonna call it Kakalaka juice.
I'm telling you, not only is it good, but it's clearly effective because I can't talk normal.
That's awesome.
That's good. That's always the sign of a good podcast.
It's good to know that I can get that if I don't feel like going to the ABC store.
That's awesome. What does it taste like? What is is it a flavor?
This one is blue raspberry, and
I was gonna say it looks like a blue raspberry or something.
This actually tastes like Hypnotic.
Oh, which by the way, I harvested some raspberries today.
Oh, word!
Ooh.
First raspberries of the season.
That's
First
awesome.
raspberries I ever got on a plant. It's a 2-year plant, and it's not supposed to produce fruit in the first year you plant it. And I got like half a dozen raspberries today. And I was
sweet.
Nice.
Did you eat them or?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
And what's great with raspberries is the more you pull off, the
know,
more ripen.
Like throw this out there out of nowhere.
So all throughout
Since
the
you
season,
mentioned-
as long as you keep harvesting, they're just going to keep producing.
Ooh.
Since you mentioned the harvesting, and you told me not to pick the green peppers, 2 of them turned red today.
Awesome.
Not ghost peppers, dragon peppers.
They're
Ooh.
dragon
cayenne
cayenne.
or something.
Yeah,
That's
dragon
awesome.
cayennes.
Yeah, my wife I built like a planter box in the back. I've just been building shit. Like, if I had any extra wood from building the studio, I'm like, oh, I'm going to build a table. Or I'm going to build this. So I built her a planter box, and we've got zucchinis growing, like the flowers. Her dad was like, oh, the flowers, they're like, supposedly they're some kind of delicacy.
Yeah.
Touch those fucking flowers.
I don't eat them.
Stab you in the throat.
I don't eat them.
Zucchinis are delicious, but
I love zucchinis, but I don't eat the flowers.
Yeah,
With the yellow flowers.
Yellow flowers.
Yeah,
you're supposed to like people put them in omelets. Look it up. Google
you put them in omelets. You could deep fry them.
Yeah.
You could saute them. Yeah,
it's like a delicacy
going out there. I mean, might be time to make some delicacy fucking.
Well, you guys are gonna make fun of me. I eat dandelions. As long as they're
totally weird.
I'm not gonna make fun of you, but
as long as there hasn't been like any like herbicides or anything put down, any weed killers, I'll if I got them growing in the garden, which I know is organic, I'll pull them and I'll eat them. They're completely edible. The flower is completely edible. The yellow ones, not the ones that you blow and they fly all over the place, but the yellow ones. Yeah. The greens.
Even like the little milky crap that comes out of the stem.
The leaves are edible.
The flower semen.
And the flower itself is edible.
That's super weird.
You could eat it raw. Oh my God, it's delicious.
Tony's totally appalled by it.
I'm a little
like I am shocked.
You're out there just like Andy Caps popping fucking flowers. Well, like I don't know.
Well, I'm not like grazing my front yard for dandelions, but if I got 1 or 2 growing in my actual garden, I'll pop them off and I'll eat them.
I'm over here making
throw them
grapes.
into
I'm
a
not gonna lie.
salad.
If I see one in the garden, I'm probably gonna fucking eat it out of curiosity. But if it sucks, you're gonna hear about it. You're getting roasted on it too.
No, I'm telling you, it is surprisingly delicious.
Damn,
Come on,
these
dude.
grapes
I
are
literally
surprisingly
grow
strong. Holy shit.
everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one. Sweet.
And
And
they're
Tony's
all-
super excited about it.
I mean, I'm actually doing a.
I'm dying over here.
I'm actually doing. I love when this shit comes up. I'm actually doing a slow.
This is Eric's fucking jams. Like I just.
Oh, yeah.
man. Oh my god, I've been.
I'm not a green thumb, but my wife tried this year a little bit and succeeding a little bit.
Yeah,
You know who
sounds like
need
you got
to
some
talk to?
success.
You need
My
to talk
onions
to,
are doing phenomenal, also, and I got
Steve
garlic
DeLeo.
and-
You
Yeah,
need to talk to him. He's like, yeah, he's Mr. Gardener. He's all out on his garden. And
that's me. I don't even have a big backyard.
Yeah,
But I managed to grow everything. I got
Yeah, it
mustard
sounds like
greens and shit,
you're
and
like
tomatoes,
You're your
eggplant.
own freaking farmer's market.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will admit if the shit really did hit the fan, they're one family that's definitely going to be fucking.
As soon as this
well, for a
pandemic hit,
long
I
time.
said, "This is what I've been preparing for."
Yeah, my father-in-law has a bunch of expired cans in his.
I have an
pantry.
alternative to toilet paper, also.
So we were gonna
Grape leaves.
grape leaves. There you go.
I got a lot of them.
Yeah. My father-in-law
Not
had
going to use
about
them. Though.
750 expired cans that were in the pantry, and everybody was like, if it's doomsday, then we're gonna go see Nick, and then finally they go, well, let's clean this place out, and there was ketchup and mustard that were dated back to like 2007.
Oh shit! I got limits. Like the canned stuff, like I might be willing to try, but that shit, I don't know.
Yeah.
Nah, when you start talking about like botulism
13-year-old bottles.
Yeah.
You're talking about stuff where you'll get really sick and you'll probably die. Like canned food is not something to fuck with.
Not the pandemic.
All right.
Yeah.
Canned dented cans and all that. It's not something to fuck with. I went to culinary school. I learned all about botulism. Fuck that.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. No, I'm not a big fan of the canned veggies anyway.
Oh, that shit's pre-boiled. It's gross.
Like boiled chicken. Oh.
Unless it's like
unless you're making a soup and you're making a stock,
Right.
There's no reason to boil a chicken. That chicken died in vain.
Chicken besides making soup.
Or if you're on a
pressure
Wolverine
cooked it
diet.
to peel and then like pull off the bone to make like a chicken barbecue, not barbecue, not grilled chicken. Fuck, after moving down south, I learned about chicken barbecue.
He doesn't have an accent, but his vocabulary. Yeah, I should keep on smoking, shouldn't I?
Chicken barbecue.
No, his vocabulary has changed, but
Have you gone mud bogging yet?
Nope, you got me. Fuck is mud
What kind of
bogging?
southerner are you?
he's not that deep.
I'm not. Like,
Dude.
I fucking make fun of these. Yo, these motherfuckers will show up to my shop.
He is a
with
New
mud all
Yorker
over their car,
who
and I go,
lives in a
nope, I'm
bubble
not
in
working on your
North
car until
Carolina.
you get a car wash. You think you're cool, but you look like an asshole. Get away from me.
Well, they were probably mud bogging.
They could go fuck themselves. They should wash their car before they bring it. I'm not going to fucking get under there and get fucking mud in my eyes because they want to try to mud bog. So tell me about mud bogging.
Mud bogging is basically just doing circles, doing crop circles with a car in the mud.
I bet you
Preferably
it's
a pickup truck, front
Yeah.
wheel drive.
Okay,
I'm sorry, rear wheel. Rear
It
wheel.
sounds fun.
Yeah. No, it's definitely it's got to be fun.
Yeah.
It's southern.
Yeah, I can't knock it. Cornhole apparently is fucking a big thing too.
Cornhole's a big thing everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Love cornhole.
Never fucked with cornhole until like there's a lot of things maybe I just was like so sheltered from because I don't know.
That was one of the big things that we used to do when we went tailgating at the Coliseum. Play cornhole. Drink beer.
Yeah.
I never did. I never
Like cornhole.
tailgated anywhere. Still to this day. I don't know,
Dude, you go to a
something I did.
barbecue. You go to somebody's house or whatever for a barbecue or a picnic or whatever the fuck you call it down there.
Furthest I've gone in that regard is playing fucking horseshoes at Sherry's house. That's about it.
No, I don't fuck with horseshoes.
Horseshoes is pretty cool.
I like
horseshoes.
Not when you had a couple, but because that could be problematic.
Yeah,
but, especially like around a house and windows and any glassware, it's usually an issue. But overall, yeah, horseshoes is the shit. Oh, I played bocce last weekend. Ooh, bocce is the shit too. So what you do is it's
turning me on right now. Let's go.
It's 2 sets of balls.
I'm sorry. Now you're turning me on for real. Let's go.
Yeah. So there's some red balls, and then there's 4 blue balls. Blue balls, and then there's what do they call it? A planchet? The white ball.
The little white ball. I call it a golf ball.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with golf.
It's not
ball,
really a golf ball, but it looks like a golf ball.
Okay.
And it's a little bit smaller. So you toss that somewhere, and then
is that the bocce ball? As I've heard the term.
Yeah. Okay. And then it might be the bocce ball. I don't know. What the fuck are you telling me this story for? You don't know what I'm talking about. So anyway,
fair.
So you take these red and the blue balls, and you try and throw them as close as you can to the white ball, and the person who gets the closest gets the win. And it's a lot of fun.
In the yard, like it's a
I mean,
okay,
yeah. So if you had PlayStation Move on PlayStation 3 like a billion years ago,
fucking Luli, I did.
If you had the Sports Champions, they actually had a bocce game on it. Never
played it. What a schmuck. What a loser I am.
Yeah. Wow. They had that. They had Extreme Frisbee.
Played that.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Frisbee golf. Frisbee golf is what they
call it. Or what was it, like disc golf or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's the same game. Why don't you play bocce?
Oh, no.
What is wrong with you?
Bocce and was like...
He saw bocce and was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. You've got an eye at the end of your
Dude, you're probably thinking it's like an old people game.
It just sounds like fucking... Oh, you want to come play bocce? Yeah, an old people game.
Well, it is. It's
like Parcheesi.
But we just spent like 20 minutes talking about fucking gardening. This is an old people kind of thing.
Yeah, that's
why we're
true.
talking about it.
I'm not even gonna say what I want to say right now, but I don't know anything about Parcheesi either.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'm not. Yeah. I'm not that old.
Parcheesi says exactly what it needs to fucking say right in the name. Cheesy. I'm good on that.
Yahtzee.
Walk away from it. Yeah, that was a fucking dad joke. We're good.
Yeah, Yahtzee. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm telling you, bocce is the shit, and you need to.
All right, I will definitely. I'll fuck with some bocce.
I'm going to take you guys back with a little story here. I believe it was 10th grade. Okay, I had to get off that topic.
About to be real.
Bocce and the thing and the blue balls, the 2 blue balls. Yep. Tony knows what I'm talking about.
It's 2 sets. It's two sets.
You got the red balls, 2 sets
of blue balls. And then remember, you got the little one too.
Clearly, the men are at the disadvantage.
Yeah, that happens.
Is what it is.
Welcome to reality.
I remember when you and I believe it was Rob Fitton.
Yep.
Asked me to sing at the talent show with you guys.
Oh, that was that might have been. Actually, that might have been
9th grade. No, not 9th grade.
Senior year.
Senior year?
Yeah, because our singer at the time just kind of fell off. Just basically fell off the face of the earth, like he did.
I thought that was before. Singer.
So we had a singer for the Battle of the Bands.
Fucking internet connection.
Me?
No, Tony.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
you. Yeah, I keep getting that COVID internet, as I call it.
No fucking shit.
Yeah, I think so. The first we had like bad string of luck with singers when it came to high school and our bands, but like it started out. I
think everybody does because singers are pretentious.
Singers are assholes. But that's what their expectations are, which it's nice. That's why it's nice being a singer, because people are like, "Oh, what a dick!" And then when you finally talk to them, and they're like, "Oh, they're not a complete asshole." you get to set the new, like, you set the new bar. Like, singers set the bar really low.
No, singers are assholes.
You're not a dick.
Just to cut in on that little pause, at least
some are bigger assholes than others.
Singers might be dicks, but as I was told during the talk with Joey, drummers are weird. So
drummers are fucking weird.
Drummers are usually savage as fuck.
Yeah,
they're usually grouchy, like really grouchy.
Yeah.
And I've heard that they drool a lot.
Nope, not this one at least.
I never
have a couple more sips, and maybe you will. Maybe we can prove you wrong by the end of this episode.
I'll combat that with like going to the bathroom real quick, as I call it. Mm-hmm. It'll level me back out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, like singers suck. And in 10th grade, we were a bunch of 15, 16-year-old kids. So I remember fitting Scott Friedman. I don't know if you remember him.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Fitton Friedman and I, we just started jamming in Rob's garage.
I was in elementary school with him.
Yeah. And what song was it? I think we played a Rage song. We played a Rage song and we played Under the Bridge. And two girls were walking by and we had the garage open and summer night and we weren't that loud. And they stopped and they were looking and they were like, "Oh, you gonna play us a song?" And we were like, "Yeah." And we play Under the Bridge and we all look at each other and we go, "Yeah, this is what's gonna happen. That we're gonna do this. This is absolutely it." So we got Steve and we started playing. We got a singer. And he's actually in bands around here still. And he's actually funny enough, he's somehow in AJ's cover band. He's a singer of AJ's cover band. They were Sound of Madness, which was they played a bunch of covers that we would be cool with seeing, like Avenged Sevenfold, System of a Down, Kill Switch, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But if you want to be in like an actual working and being paid cover band, no, don't do that.
Right.
You won't get paid. It's a lot of fun to play those songs, but yeah. So long story short, that dude ghosted us. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That dude ghosted us a week or two before the show. Then we got another singer. That dude stayed with us for a while. We did a battle of the bands, but then he ghosted us at when we were going to do our senior talent show. And that's when we were asking you to do it.
Oh. All right. High school's a big blur.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't remember much.
I don't know if that's the actual story, but we could go with it because it sounded like it was pretty cohesive.
It sounded legit for sure.
But that's probably
I forgot what the two songs were that you wanted.
Oh, we wound up doing My Own Summer.
I wound up not being able to do it because I was grounded.
Yeah, that happens. Again, high school. What a bitch.
That is why I was never in a band with Joey. We solidified that because I was always grounded.
Yeah,
that shit fucked up so many little tiny opportunities.
I thought Joey and you I thought you guys were the first iteration of 12-inch Big. Because I remember you guys playing a cover of Bye Bye Bye.
We did play a cover of Bye Bye.
Yes, no, the first iteration of 12-inch Big was me, Mike Darmanin.
Yeah.
Tom Patrizzo and this kid Pete that played bass. I don't know his last name.
Doesn't matter. They're bassist. Doesn't matter. Bass doesn't matter.
He was he had a 4-string bass, but he had a low B instead of an E string.
That sounds really unuseful for your type of music.
No, we were really big into like Offspring, Limp Bizkit.
Oh, yeah. Wait 2 seconds. I have to piss. I'm about to piss my pants.
Very, very influential bands at the time.
Yeah. It's funny that you bring that up because that shit keeps coming up all the time. And why did we think that was good? Like, why did we think that was so good?
Because it was different, and we felt that it spoke to our generation at the time. It was something new.
But did it?
But that's how Korn broke through like that.
Yeah, but Korn,
because it was a fad.
Korn is different.
Limp Bizkit?
Korn is the band that broke through. Okay.
Yeah, they broke through, but they were a fad. Limp Bizkit broke through, but they were a fad. That whole rap rock shit.
Yeah.
That rap rock and nu metal.
Yeah.
The only one that came out of that at not being a fad was the Deftones.
Yeah. Yeah. And oh man, they're just so fucking good. Actually, my current band, Something Heavy, we were supposed to have way more shows by now. We had tons of them lined up, but
I know.
Yeah,
I've been following you guys for a little bit.
What's that?
I said I've been following you guys for a little bit.
Yeah, we were making moves to do a lot of regional stuff. You know, we were hitting PA, Jersey, Delaware, Connecticut. We were hitting, you know,
PA,
all these other
Scranton,
markets.
What up?
Yeah, man, and because let's face it, you can't play the same 50 miles. You just can't.
It gets tired.
Yeah, and the type of music that we play too is doesn't really lend to our style. Like there is a niche, and if we could play centralized every once in a while, we'll do all right. But my real goal was to play here every 3 months or so, and then hit other places. And that's what we had set up. And then COVID hit. But anyway, we did a bunch of Deftones covers. That was something that I'm super happy that I fell into. We had our first show and we covered Bloody Kate, which is people were like, "What? How you're covering this?" Like
of all songs.
The Deftones fans are going, "This is fucking great," and then everybody else is like,
what the fuck
is that?
Is this?
So yeah, like that was awesome. And then the second show we actually did play. We played Passenger, and we released it. We put it out on our live EP. It's available on all streaming platforms. I could do that, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So
yeah.
That's. Oh no.
No. He looks like he's sifting around on the computer over there. He's very focused. I don't know if that's what he was doing.
No, I'm
that's
watching.
I didn't even know that you guys had released that.
I'm watching the two of you. I know it's hard to tell because of the camera angle. I know.
Oh, because you got the webcam going on.
No, actually, that makes a lot more sense now. I get it. I always think you're like fucking side sprucing on your computer.
No, yeah, I'm like, watching you. I'm watching you two. Yeah, I'm watching. I'm not going from my webcam from the camera that you guys are seeing.
Right. A bunch of us locals, we've been local acts. We've been doing these live streams because every other month we were getting together at KJ Farrell's in Belmore, and
yeah, my uncle bartends there.
Yeah. I know him.
Dave.
He's actually poured many a Christmas Eve drink for me. But yes, he works with another friend of mine, Jimmy, from Craving Strange, and so him, my buddy DJ from Rebel 9, and I.
Every other month. Called Craving Strange.
Craving Strange, yes.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're fucking really good too.
I'm gonna have to check them out.
Jimmy is literally probably one of the best songwriters I've ever met, and probably top 5 that I haven't met before. The dude is super fucking talented.
Nice.
Super awesome voice. He's a voice teacher for anybody who wants voice lessons. He's the shit when it comes to that. So him and my buddy DJ, they run this show every Tuesday at KJ Farrell's. Every month, other month on a Tuesday, the second Tuesday of every other month. Okay. And when the COVID hit, we were thinking about other ways we can do things, and they kind of put a rotating thing of bands, and I've always been in kind of that rotation. And we kind of decided, fuck it, let's just do a live stream. Everybody's kind of capable of doing it, especially with Zoom now. I mean, shit, it's next to nothing. And so yeah, we've been doing that, and because of that, and because of I have a 3-screen setup here, I actually had it on the screen over here, and I was looking up here the whole time, and one of the first trials, and like, what the fuck are you looking at? So yeah, I learned quickly that front and center will have to be the Zoom spot.
Fair enough.
But